So policies, though they are the mechanisms and they are being implemented by the government, but the other voluntary institutions, or I would say the NGO sector or the non-governmental organizations, voluntary institutions, organizations, they equally play along with the government in providing maximum welfare to the people. James Midgley has certainly put forward a social development approach to social policy, and he says that that is a process of planned social change. As I mentioned earlier, also that policy tends to bring about social change in a society. It changes the current situations and conditions. So it is a planned, deliberate effort to bring about social change, which has been designed again to promote the well-being with the dynamic process of economic development. So along with social aspect, economic growth and economic development are also given weightage, right? So this requires a creation that can be assumed responsibility for harmonizing and managing the implementation of different approaches to social policy. And then according to Ginsburg, social policy includes all public actions and is action to meet the fundamental needs to mitigate social inequalities, reduce any income disparities, bring about balance in the society, including, and which talks about direct public provisions of benefits and services. Now, the key milestones in the context of social policy, 601, the poor laws in England were established. It was an early form of organized welfare, and then came 1942 came the Beveridge Report in UK, which laid the groundwork for the modern welfare state. During the poor Elizabethan law was there, because we all know that it started from the charitable institutions, charitable organizations. They after the World War One, it was the poverty was rampant. There was sufferings all over, and 1942 the Beveridge Report took heed and laid the groundwork for establishing a modern welfare state. The 1960s saw the expansions of social programs in the Western countries, which included Medicare and Medicaid in the United States. And in 1990s, that is starting from the Industrial Revolution till 1990, that is globalization and the rise of international social policy framework, such as UN Sustainable Development Goals, they all paved way for that what social policy should be there. Now, the key areas of, when you talk about the areas of social policy, there's the health policies, which ensures health services, promote public health, addresses health inequalities, education, which providing accessibility to education, like your RTE Act, promoting lifelong learning and reduce any kind of educational disparities. Housing policies, which are there for affordable and safe housing, addressing homelessness, promoting sustainable urban development, providing urban basic services. Social security measures are there, that system that provide financial support during unemployment, illness, or old age, and employment opportunities are created. Policies are made in order to promote, bring about job creation, talking about fair wages, talking about minimum wages, and safe working conditions. Now, if you look into the goals of social policies, whenever policies are being made, whenever policies are framed, they are the broader goals and objectives of social policy. First is equality. When you talk about equality, it is about the fair treatment, the equal treatment of all the sections of the population, the diverse population which we have in our subcontinent. It ensures that everyone has equal opportunities and have accessibility to resources. They would have ample opportunity to exercise their rights. They would have the freedom of choice to be. They should have that kind of freedom to make choices, to protect, they safeguard their interest. Uh, uh, Equality has to be ensured, and everyone should be given equal opportunity. Secondly, equity. Equity is there. In the equity part, it is importantly addressing the needs of the disadvantaged groups to achieve fairness in society. Now, if I give an example, income disparities. Suppose if two individuals, a male and female, if they are working at the same designation and at the same organization with same amount of responsibilities, but it happens that a male member receives or gets a better amount than the female. Now, that is not equity. There is an income disparity. amount of work, the designation, the duties, responsibilities are same, but they are not being paid in terms of in equal wages. So here there is equity has to be ensured, that fairness has to be given, where people, in a nation we all exercise rights. Everyone has been given fundamental rights, give us that kind of liberty. It gives us the rights which has to be exercised in a nation. But equity can be only achieved when both, when the people who are at those who are vulnerable, they are moved forward and brought to the same level, and then we can say that equity has been achieved. So fairness in the treatments, fairness in law, fairness in rules, regulations, compliance, conformity to societal values, norms, all has to be achieved through equity. Social justice. Another aspect of social policy is social justice, that is fair treatment and reducing disparities, any discriminatory practices on the basis of gender, income, race, ethnicity, socioeconomic factors, social class, or caste. So justice, social justice has to be ensured. Promotion of social justice is important because it tries to reduces any kind of disparities. At the same time, it looks into any form of discriminatory practices or oppression or violence or any kind of exploitation. Social policy also trends to enhance the quality of life of people, that is overall well-being of the people, and providing a life satisfactory approach to the larger population. They're improving their present conditions and situation to a better condition. So that is how the quality of life, that is they have the basic minimum needs, they have accessibility to services, they have ample opportunities. That is how we can ensure quality of life in it. Next is the poverty reduction. Social policies also aim at poverty reduction, implementing new measures to lift people out of poverty and prevent its recurrence. So, you know, anti-poverty programs has been initiated in India, which was being fabricated, which was being made during the 5-year plans, at how poverty has to be mitigated, how poverty has to be tackled through various programs, schemes, and which was being made available during the first few 5-year plans. So poverty reduction strategies were being implemented, were being formulated in order to look after, to uplift people from the crunches of, from the shackles of poverty, and to prevent its occurrence in future also. So social inclusion. Policy also aims at the broader goals of all policies, also to ensure inclusivity, that is all individuals regardless of their background, they can participate in fully in the society. So inclusivity and diversity are important part of social policy. Now if we talk about, that was important part, now coming to the part of public policy. What is public policy? Public policy is the framework of laws, regulations, and actions government implements to achieve social and economic goals. It is a statement of the government which intend and commitment to address a particular issue or a problem, and it also shapes the decision of government officials and agencies, and and how it affects the society, the community, the economy, and politics. It covers various issues including economic, social welfare, education, healthcare, and environmental policies are also there. Political ideologies, public policy, which is vital in shaping a country's future. Public policy, they play a crucial role in shaping societies and addressing societal challenges. In political science, it is essential to comprehend public policies meaning, and public policies definition, evolution, and significance. So public policies, are important. I'll stop here. I want to remove something. Yeah. Public policies are the government rules and programs which is considered individually and collectively formulated for the purpose of affecting, bringing about positive change. Public policy is basically a set of rules and regulations set for the public, uh, that the public law is expected to adhere to. And the term public policy always refers to the actions of the government and the intentions, and that determines these actions. There are certain aspects of social policies versus public policy, or rather, I would say that social policies focuses on human welfare and social issues, whereas public policy it encompasses a broader range of government policies that include economic, environment, and foreign policies. Social policy, particularly issues, identifies those issues such as health, education, housing, social security, and employment. Public policy it tries to regulate the actions of individuals, organizations, and institutions to achieve certain outcomes of the society. Both, when you talk about the integration of social policy and public policy, actually public policy is a larger umbrella term, and under that public policy you'll find social policy, economic policy, health policies, and education policies. Actually it addresses social needs. Public policies are often driven by the need to address social issues, and like poverty, healthcare, education, whereas social policies, they are implemented through these public policies measures such as legislation, subsidies, public services. Okay, so with the help under the garb, under the umbrella of public policies, social policies are being implemented. Public policies often reflect societal values and norms, which are often enshrined in social justice principles, protecting human rights. Whereas social policies promote equality, equity, inclusions, which are supported by public policy, which enforces anti discriminatory laws and welfare programs and measures. It ensures, through social policies and public policy, it ensures social stability as well as the principles of governance and democracy. Effective social policies contribute to social stabilities, and which is again crucial for bringing about a effective functioning of the government. They Public policies are designed in such a manner that they maintain order, they promote social cohesion, and now, these are certain characteristics of social policy. They may have different meanings and intentions, particularly as a subject, as an area of practice, or as a process of actions. It is an instrument. Social policy is an instrument because it functions. It brings about changes in. It provides, or it is a purposive course of action. It is an instrument in the sense that. It looks after the needs and welfare aspect of the people, and through the mechanism of institutions, these policies are being implemented, the instrument of change. So social policy act as a catalyst to bring about certain change in the society. Social policies plays a distributive and redistributive role. So it not only talks about the distribution of resources, but it also talks about how these resources are being redistributed. That is allocation of resources in a proper manner, that each and every individual are included, or there is an inclusivity in the process of distribution and redistribution. So social policies plays a significant role in the distributed and redistributive part. Social policy also talks about the unilateral transfer of resources from one section of society to another section of the society. It has a major concern for the vulnerable, for the weaker and marginalized sections of the society. Coexistence do not exist in isolation. That when you talk about peaceful coexistence, policies do not exist in isolation. Rather, they are effective in relation to other policies such as economic policies, health policies, education policies, housing policies, policies for the marginalized, policies for the vulnerable such as the aged population, women, and child. So there is a coexistence of policies, and they function along with the other policies. Social policies are more of a planned in nature, and uh, it is not a random activity, or it is not a random approach, but it involves some kind of purposeful intentional activity, and they have authoritative choices, because it when we talk about authoritative choices, it is the government's rules and the government's pressure through which the policies are being implemented. Next, social policy is concerned with the social relationships, that is the relationship which has been established between individuals and societies, and between different groups of people in the society. This is important because individual and social well-being is extremely dependent on the quality of relationship. The kind of relationships you establish in a society, uh, the social well-being is also enhanced. Social policy is also concerned with the articulation of objectives and principles, and they critically involves debates about value, different values and belief system will mean there are different understandings about what constitutes welfare, and also about how welfare is best promoted. So, social policy is concerned with how maximum benefit or maximum welfare has to be achieved. The process of social policy involves not only rational analysis but also talks about political contest, about different values, and the position of different groups. The analysis of social policy therefore requires an understanding, a deep understanding of various power relationships within the society, and is informed by different theories about power and how it is exercised. Social policy is concerned with the overall welfare, and also about how welfare or well-being is distributed among different groups according to the important facets of life, such as health, education, income, and employment. These are certain broader objectives of social policies which I have mentioned in the bullet form. I mean, you need to understand, you have to, what actually the proper, or rather the major goal and objective of policy would be. Like, it brings about social change and social integration. The first and foremost objective of any policy, particularly social policy, is to bring about change, social change and social integration, because as I mentioned earlier, that policies do not exist in isolation. So it is integrated with economic, with health, education policies, and the intention, or the deliberate effort, is to bring about certain drastic changes in the present condition of the population. Secondly, it helps in proper redistribution of social resources. It is quite evident that a country like ours, a developing country, especially sometimes the distributed resources are not distributed evenly and in a fair manner. So the second important goal and objective of social policy is to redistribute the resources. We talk about redistribution means it should be given to those sections of the populations where they have difficulty in accessibility, or in getting access to those resources. So the proper redistribution of resources, that is, the entire population are benefited from the resources which are available in a developing nation. Thirdly, it talks about improving the quality of life. Now, when you talk about quality of life, it is just not about the minimum service or the basic needs, but it is about accessibility, freedom of choices, opportunities, and it talks about life expectancies, the contribution in educational sector, or what kind of what advantages or privileges the state has given to a particular group or to a particular community. Next is to protect the weaker sections of the society. Social policy also aims at protecting the weaker sections, the vulnerable sections, because policies are also laws, legislations, rules, code of conduct, sometimes norms, customs, cultural aspect. These are all part of policy system, and they try to bring about, or rather through legislations, through enactments, through laws, it protects, it safeguards the interest of the wider society. Policy also tends to eradicate poverty by bringing about poverty reduction strategies, implementing schemes and programs which would cater to the needs of the people and to bring them to uplift their present situation. It also provides people's participation in the development process through policies. There is a community engagement, there is community participation and people involvement in the development process. It develops human resources. It tries to protect children, vulnerable population, women, youth, and the larger community. It also the objective of social policy is also to strengthen human resources, because human beings are an asset to a nation, and by giving them quality of life, by enhancing their present situation and status, you're actually strengthening the resources of the community. Social policy also aim social policies also ensures proper wages and conditions of work, that is minimum, providing the basic minimum wages to the people, uh, protecting them from the employers exploitations or oppression, violation of any laws or any regulations in terms of any establishment or industrial setup, be it a factory act, be it a minimum wages act, employees insurance act in the form of employees insurance act, minimum wages act, factories act, ensuring that the wages of the labor class, the labor population are being intact and no violation has been done. So, regulation of wages, working conditions, environment of the workplace, this is also an important part of social policy, and through laws, legislations, these are being enshrined, or these through laws and legislations, these are being protected. It provides facilities for leisure as well as recreation through social policy. It also talks about recreation. It also talks about what kind of facilities are available, like public parks, public utility services, where the general population can. Even today, it promotes open gym system. If we talk about today, that through the government initiatives, there are open gyms that people can have leisure activities and they have time for recreation. Minimizing disparities in income, wealth, and status and opportunities. Through the medium of social policies, one can remove any discriminatory practices, any disparities in terms of income, wealth, distribution of resources, allocation of proper resources, enhancing the current status and providing them the ample opportunities. Social policy aims at integrating rural and as well as urban development. When we talk about integrated rural development approach, that is uh, the village community has been endowed through panchayats